Hey, so I did an advanced training on entity removal called the 15th Dimensional Chakra and Aura Clearing. Hey, I'm Natasha Bailey from Soul Mission. So I felt like doing a more advanced course on removing entities. And it's been a good 2, 3 weeks now since I had it. And I wanted to share my experiences with you of what that was like. And part of the training requires you to receive the clearing yourself, as well as being kind of imbued or attuned to the energy that you need in order to do the clearing yourself. So it was a 2-hour session where I needed to lie down and receive. And the amazing thing about it is it does a clearing on 15 dimensions of consciousness, not just the first 7 chakras. We also do the 8 morphogenetic chakras. And this is really important because we're living in a 15 dimension time matrix. Well, technically 12. And then if you include the founders at the 13th, 14th, and 15th level, that does a massive clearing throughout our whole time matrix. So the first hour, I didn't feel very much, it was very, very gentle. But the second hour, and I think by this point, the energy had started to accumulate. I really felt this kind of dense, heavy energy kind of moving in. It's a bit like feeling layers just moving down and down and down, and accessing real heaviness, kind of real deep feelings. So after that, I felt tired for about 1 or 2 days. Because this isn't just some ordinary entity clearing. You get a lot more with this. First of all, you also get other kind of etheric chips, devices, and implants removed. And you also get an activation of your brain centers, your 4 main glands in your brain, including your pineal gland. And you also bring more of your higher self within your embodied self, and your DNA strands get activated to the highest possible level that you can in that moment. So you really do get a lot with this service. The other thing that happened was I started receiving negative energy. And I thought, well, this is strange. How could I, having had this clearing, then start receiving negative energies? I thought we just cleared them. And what became clear to me was this: when you raise your frequency, like significantly, you become more visible because you have more light within your body, within your light body. And you become visible, more visible, not just to the light forces, but to the dark forces as well. So it's a bit like a moth to a flame. So what were some of the symptoms? Like not sleeping, very, very tired, a drop in how I was thinking, and emotions. And also I had a couple of people who like really reacted quite significantly to my new energy. So, really kind of overreacted or kind of went above and beyond what you would normally think. And you really do, because of the light that you hold, it can trigger people. It can trigger the darkness within them that needs to be resolved or transformed. So what I did was I spoke to my mentor. We discussed this, and he made several suggestions regarding creating a shield, and also some other suggestions regarding protecting the Merkaba, the light body. And I have been skeptical about shielding for years. Initially, I was into it, and then I became skeptical. And I'll tell you why I was, and I'll tell you why I changed my mind. So the reason I was skeptical for years was because I thought, well, if I'm source energy, if we're all source energy, Why do we need protection? Yeah. And my mentor made a really good point that yes, as we raise our frequency, we do develop more spiritual armor, and it is useful to have a shield, especially during integration periods and with the frequencies and the issues that are going on this planet at this time. We are literally having a split, a timeline split between people choosing to stay in the old way of doing things and other people choosing to go to a new way, to a new earth. And there is an interplay of forces that are trying to get people, you know, to stay in the old way of doing things. And those forces, you know, will do whatever is needed to stay in power, to stay in control. So they may target light workers and starseeds like myself to dissuade us from going on our path, from opening up even more to light, opening up even more to source energy and embodying it here, because that's why we are here, my people, my lovely brothers and sisters. We're here to bring heaven on earth, to create the new earth. So I would say a pinch of practicality is needed in these situations. And that's why I went for the specific shield. And when I feel it's right and appropriate, I will take it down, you know, and it's all about continuing to develop yourself and plugging all the gaps where more dense negative energies have the opportunity to affect you. So, you know, wherever in your life there are things that you need to tighten up or improve on, do that, because then the darker forces have less leverage over you. So I'm super excited to be able to offer this training now. And well, I'm glad I received the training, but I'm glad to be able to offer the clearing service to you. And what I will be including in my service is a shield, just to give you guys a chance to integrate the energies before you take your next steps. So, yeah, if you're interested in finding out what clearing you might need for you, I'm going to put a link down below. But in the meantime, if you found this video useful, please like, share, subscribe, comment. I would love to hear back from you. And as always, I'm sending you so much love.